If there was a saying or a phrase that you should not say to salespeople, what would it be? I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about things that you should not say to a salesperson. And, this one that I'm going to give you, you typically hear from a manager or somebody who's jealous. And the phrase is, you make enough money. That's right. You heard it. You make enough money. And, there's times where people have told me that, and I'm looking, I'm like, are you kidding me? There's no such thing as enough money. Ask a billionaire if they need more money. They're going to tell you, yeah, they want to make more money. So it's something that you can look around, and if you are a salesperson and a manager has ever told you this, you're probably thinking back and fuming a little bit, like, you know what, this is ridiculous. So this is where it comes down to. You could be in an industry where a manager makes $100,000, $150,000 a year. No, nothing wrong with that. There's not a lot of risk involved. It's easy. And then you can have a salesperson who's making $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, $500,000 a year. And then the manager's looking at him and they're like, I probably work just as many hours as that sales guy does. I probably do. And he makes 2 to 3 times the amount as me. It's not fair. This is like a fair conversation, right? This is a conversation that is going to be tough for someone to beat. Because if they're looking at you saying you make enough money, they're making a judgment against you. They're saying, hey, you make enough money. But salespeople like you and like me put it on the line every single day, and you got to go out and close deals. You're selling a project, you're selling a service, you're selling a widget, you're selling a gizmo. So anytime that you tell a salesperson you make enough money, it's highly offensive because you're looking around and you're like, that's crazy. One time I had a business owner tell me that, hey, Scott, you make enough money. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Time out. What do you mean I make enough money? I spent every night for a couple of years reading books, or spent thousands and tens of thousands of dollars going to classes. I've interviewed masters. I've spent time working on my craft, and you're going to tell me I make enough money? Really? Are you kidding me? That's insane. So I want to let you know, if you're new to sales, you're just getting around salespeople, you've decided to take a management role, highly offensive. There's a very, very few things that offend me. I could think of like maybe 3 things. Right? Maybe 4 things that offend me. Some of them I'm not going to tell you here on YouTube. But one of them was when somebody says you make enough money. It's like, come on. You know what? You're making a judgment and you're telling me, hey, you know what? You've done enough. Good for you. But remember, it is a value judgment on that person's part. Sometimes that they couldn't do it, or that it's not fair in their world that you're making more money than them, right? I don't really like the word fair, just so you know. I don't know if you've ever shared this with you. Fair to me means that, you have no control over your life. That means that somebody else has control over you, okay? So I'm just letting you know, if you're out there and you're telling a salesperson you make enough money, it could be considered offensive. Like, I'm not going to freak out and go stomping around the building, but my eyebrows going to raise and be like, whoa, wait a minute. Who is this person telling me that I'm making enough money? Probably not somebody that I want to hang around with or do something with, because they don't understand what I went through, okay? So there you go. If you're around a salesperson and you're saying you make enough money, just watch their response. You see what happens. It's not going to be always pretty. So if you could do a small favor for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then afterwards, you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.